Hello class, this is my introductory video. My name is Carrie Kerstetter. I got my PhD back in 2011 from the University of California, Santa Barbara, and my dissertation was on the effect of the estrous cycle and ovarian hormones on the impact of cocaine, specifically how cocaine can be chosen over food in some situations due to ovarian hormone levels. So I did a lot of neuroscience research, a lot of endocrinology research related to substance use disorder models. And today I am a neuroscientist researcher at Seattle Children's, where I look at neural circuitry underlying drug abuse models. So I do viral work to be able to switch on and off different pathways in the brain that are regulating motivated behaviors, drug-seeking behaviors. So that's my background in psychology. I've been teaching throughout graduate school and during my postdoctoral years, both at UC Santa Barbara, University of Washington, and Western Washington University, and now at South Seattle College. The goal for this class is for you guys to get excited about psychology in terms of the way we evaluate people for abnormality. How do we define abnormality? How do we determine what a mental disorder is? Do we call it a brain disorder? Do we call it a mental illness? Those terms can be thrown around a lot. I use a variety of terms in the modules, but I think the most apt term we could use in society today is actually brain disorder, because these disorders of behavior, of affect, of personality, of reality, all come from abnormalities within the brain. At least that's from my perspective as a biopsychologist or a neuroscientist. So I think of these all as brain disorders. But we show a variety of theories throughout the disorders that we go over in this class. So I'd like to share something that I wasn't always good at, but that I'm good at now, and that is public speaking. I used to be absolutely terrified to give a public presentation, or in high school when you had to give your first oral presentation, or maybe it was middle school. For me, I think it was the end of 8th grade where I had to give my first oral presentation, and it was absolutely terrifying, and I was absolutely terrible at it. Completely panicked and didn't have my composure, wasn't able to engage the audience, and wasn't able to be confident in the topic that I was speaking about to really convey the information well. And I didn't feel that I could ever master it. However, at the end of undergraduate, I took a senior seminar in physiological psychology focusing on patterns of abusive behavior, and I chose to give a talk about how biological mechanisms that could explain violent outbursts or pathological abusive behavior in people. And when I gave that presentation, it was really my first time of like, oh, I can do this. I didn't completely bomb. This actually went well. I was okay, even though I was terrified. And then in graduate school, we were required to give so many oral presentations, and I remember being extremely scared to give my first research presentation talk to the department and all of my fellow graduate students. And because I practiced it so many times, and because I knew my research really well, I was able to give a very excellent talk that day. And it changed everything for me. Giving a talk that everyone was impressed by, and everyone understood the story, and everyone was excited about my research, it changed my ability to be confident. And now I consider it to be one of the things that I excel at. I don't always give a great talk. I don't always, have a wonderful experience that I did that time in graduate school where things turned around for me. But I know that I'm capable now of giving an excellent talk, and that gives me a lot of excitement when approaching future tasks in that area, and it's something that I continue to try to improve upon. And yeah, it just shows that something that you consider yourself terrible at can one day be something that you consider yourself to be really good at. Just give yourself the chance to learn and grow and keep working at it, and eventually things can turn around. And it really gives a sense of personal growth and achievement when that happens. I want to thank everyone for providing excellent commentary in this discussion. Continue to do so. Continue to engage with your fellow students. I think it's a core part of our learning in this class. I'm really impressed by all of the variety of things that you guys are pursuing, different careers, different interests in abnormal psychology, how it's impacted you personally, how it's impacted you in terms of your career choice, and how you want to engage with your clients or future coworkers in a more empathetic way. I think that's just fantastic. So let's look forward to more discussions in the future.